Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reacting to the changes coming to the British Raj and the new DLC Graveyard of Empires for Hoi4. The Raj needed a focus tree, a revamp, because here we have the original. You have economics, either be tied to the British or gain more liberty desired by cranking down on corruption and an oversight in administration, and of course the industry. Either would be get the industry and become more of a British puppet, or not rely on Britain and get your freedom. Also, the army, very short but to the point. And also, the political, you go on historical. The Sharas should quit Indian movement. Get, sorry, gain your support by the Soviet Union, the communists, or the fascists. So no rebellion, no democratic way. The only democratic path would be here in the National Congress and go historical. The two-state theory, Pakistan, East and West, and of course the normal are the Royal Air Force, Navy, and would just be bonuses to fight Japan or help Britain in India, in Europe. So let's get right into this. It's a 9-minute video, so stay with me here. I'll be stopping also bit by bit to give my opinion.
I'm Peter Nicholson, Game Director, and today we're diving into the first part of our Graveyard of Empires content pack, where we're adding exciting new flavour to the British Raj. In 1936, India was still under British rule, with its independence movement gaining momentum after World War I.
True.
Leaders like Nehru, Gandhi and Jinnah
so Burma now is independence, but would it be a
faced
puppet?
British resistance while
A puppet of Britain or the Raj?
poverty persisted. In World War II, India contributed 2.5 million volunteer soldiers, but faced controversy as local leaders were ignored or imprisoned.
Yes.
Some, like Subhas Chandra Bose, sided with the Axis, aiding Japan's invasion of Burma and India before being halted at Imphal.
Like, hopefully we can have that path, like join Japan, fight the allies or the Assad Sindh, the puppet states that was created by Japan in the border regions of Burma. It would be quite interesting, more flavor for India. Princely states. So
the princely states were historically local leaders of India that were a quasi-independent entity separated from direct British rule, but still under British control as a form of subsidiary alliance. As long as they supported the crown, they could rule over their states. In the game, this is represented as high-compliance, non-core land.
Oh, so this is interesting. So direct British rule will be part on the right, and the princely states like Kashmir and Hyderabad would be
with ways to core it
would be high incompliant, not compliant in this case.
Introduced later. Initially we considered making them puppets, but this led to complications with subjects having their own subjects, which didn't feel like it fit well into the main system. Instead, the princes can appear later through specific events and decisions.
So let's see, decision, principal autonomy, subcontinent, start to stabilize, so use the local princes, establish control, they get the semblance of local power, we get ready to reward, okay. Okay, so autonomy, they will focus on industry, pretty good for us. The state's policy, independent rule, princely subjugation, occupation law, okay. From there, we need policy. Okay, so control and the remove would be, and threaten the prince would be the bad part.
Burma, culturally distinct, was officially separated from the Raj in 1937. In-game, this makes it a UK colony, forcing the Raj to rely more on natural defences against Japan and Siam.
Yes, so this will be the bread and butter, independence for India. Free Indian movement, fascists, Democrats, the princes.
The independence branch follows history, centering on building a movement to break free from British rule. While British control hinders growth, gaining independence unlocks India's industrial potential. Unlike the old tree, where the increase autonomy focus led to freedom, this version focuses on strategy, deciding how to expand the movement and what industry to develop.
Okay, so
Since most players tend to prefer full
focus.
control, the system minimizes reliance on continuous focuses. However, independence isn't without challenges. Managing a vast, diverse population means resistance can
So reduced violence is this fold
spill
campaign.
over, reflecting the difficulty of
And
uniting different factions under a single.
And the last one was what? Let me just check here, guys.
Independence isn't without challenges. Managing a vast,
It was okay. So protests.
diverse population means resistance can spill over, reflecting the difficulty of uniting different factions under a single cause whilst striving for self-rule.
And hundreds.
Before independence, you must choose between a united India or partitioning into Pakistan and Bangladesh. A united India is strong but faces compliance issues, making coring harder.
Okay, so harder to core. And to say solution, this removes most of it, especially the Muslims from
The
the
historical
picture.
two-nation theory leads to partition, with some princely states becoming independent. You can pressure or attack them, potentially causing a Kashmir-like split. If war with Pakistan erupts, finish it quickly before foreign intervention by your old overlords. Though
Okay,
partition costs land,
so let's see. Hyderabad, Bangladesh. I don't know what that one is. Here in the middle, Sikkim, like a little Bangladesh instead of the greater one.
dominating the
Kashmir,
subcontinent
so-
grants major bonuses if you surpass Pakistan in industry or technology.
Now the best part, old history.
If you follow the League Against Gandhism and the Forward Bloc path, Subhas Chandra Bose becomes your leader,
Oh, the
taking a militant stance
fascists.
against the British.
I believe, or the communists.
The
I
war
don't
for
recall.
independence begins with "Give me blood and I will give you freedom." Which states join depends on resistance. Higher resistance means more support. You can boost this by promoting resistance or by uncoring states, which will be restored after the war starts. Britain, of course, will attempt to arrest Bose, forcing you to either send him into exile or start the war with him imprisoned, requiring his rescue. You can seek Japanese support, infiltrate British holdings, or use other tactics to weaken the UK.
Okay, so Japan, Mexico allies. Okay, so more advisors. And Aden. Okay, so more independence, militias and British holdings.
Once the UK-aligned Raj capitulates, you can wipe peace out to avoid an endless war. With the
Thank
British
God.
gone, you can decide between keeping Bose or switching to Vinayak Savarkar as leader. This path flips the resistance system, turning local unrest into a weapon for India's independence. The Hindutva branch focuses on forming Akhand Bharat, or Greater India. Following an expansionist path, you target a country, instantly gaining cores on all required states.
So Nepal, Burma, Maldives, Bhutan. So I get
But you can't claim
subcontinents.
more until you've controlled them all. For example, claiming Burma gives you cores, but you must conquer Burma before progressing.
Oh, okay, so no just spamming them out.
Savarkar provides bonuses on claimed cores, quicker justifications, and the ability to build Hindu militarism through focuses. Once you've conquered the necessary states, you can form Akhand Bharat, granting Savarkar a trait and reducing agrarian society by about a third. Choosing the
Okay.
Netaji branch, Bose will be kept as your leader. You can seek Soviet aid and model parts of your economy on theirs. You also choose how to rule. A militaristic, authoritarian style, or a guided democracy, where you retain control, but elections exist.
Okay.
Ultimately, your goal is to liberate British subjects.
So what again? So by the flag, I can help the independence of Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Canada.
Now, let's take a look at the communist branch. In this path, you focus on the communist movement, which was historically suppressed by the British. You stack your cabinet with communists, build support for the movement, and trigger a Royal Navy mutiny. eventually taking control of India. While this
Oh, so big Pakistan.
avoids direct conflict with the UK, it causes religious groups to leave, strengthening Pakistan. Britain responds by funneling aid to Pakistan to counter growing communist influence. Pakistan becomes a secondary antagonist, which you can annex later, potentially gaining their industry. You can also shape your 5-year plan, either following a Soviet model or pursuing Indian socialism. At the start of the game, the Raj faces the Great Depression.
Oh shit, so 40 consumer goods.
At the start of the game, the Raj faces the
Stability factor. But I do believe maybe they would change the Raj doesn't have a lot of industry in the beginning,
Great
so
Depression. You can tie the
50-50.
rupee to the sterling to mitigate the depression's impact, but this causes monetary chaos and volatility.
Okay, so depression price control. Oh, so it's again minus 55, but stability.
To address this, you can lobby the British to sell parts of India to private investors, transitioning from a country to a corporation. This brings a unique
So East Indian Company.
gameplay experience.
Okay, I need to do this. East India Company for the win.
You're now beholden to taxes. Based on your civilian factories, you'll be slotted into a tax bracket and can pay dividends to investors, removing civilian factories for a boost.
Okay.
Managing civilian factories becomes key to minimizing tax burdens. For example, if you have many factories at the end of the fiscal year, you might reduce them temporarily to avoid higher taxes. Only controlled civilian factories count, and they can be used to buy land, regaining lost territory.
Okay, so I can buy India. This will be interesting because some states have a lot of resources and pop, so... And I wonder, can I gain independence as the East Indian Company?
Time, you'll boost your puppets industry and shuffle factories between them.
Oh, so I can funnel. So a little bit of underhanded tactics so I don't pay taxes.
Funneling resources to yourself. Later in the tree, you can expand tax loopholes to reduce the taxes
loopholes.
and increase the bracket to stay in a low range longer.
Creative accounting.
Once you've bought enough of the Raj, you can annex the rest, eventually gaining full independence from Britain. At this point, you can either crush the communists or go after the British. You'll be able to core owned states with civilian industries and form a private military to protect your trade routes and interests, including building a flagship.
The Varuna class. Now let's see. Army.
The shared army branches are available for all paths.
So, British generals, colonial cadets. Now I will need to see, pardon me, which one I get more bonuses.
You'll choose between modeling your doctrine after the United Kingdom or another major power, gaining bonuses. The Raj's extensive railway network has its own sub-branch, speeding up the construction of supply hubs, railways, and infrastructure.
Good, because fighting in India is a real nightmare, especially near Burma. There's only one supply hub, if I'm not mistaken. If that gets cut, you're fucked.
Further along, ordnance factories provide extra factories and traits for the MIO. At the end, you'll unlock an upgraded MIO policy. There are also military focuses to improve general tech, particularly for forces in mountainous terrain.
Yeah, if we
Agrarian
need that.
society still impacts you, but completing local recruitment offices will gradually reduce the malice. You can speed this up with additional focuses or pay a large cost and political power to fully remove it. And with that, we've covered most of the British Raj focus tree. I hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the Raj's potential paths, and I'm excited for you to experience it firsthand. Next time, we'll take a look at the country showcase for Afghanistan and Iraq.
Okay, so the two small ones. Maybe the last one will be the meat of the meats. So this DLC, Persia or Iran. So I'm excited because especially for this part, East Indian Company, and of course the second one will be communist because it will be difficult to fight the big Pakistan, and the last one will be the nationalists. So the Hindutva, we get Indian states, Hindustan here, cultural reawakening, and Abka Bharat, Greater India. So all these paths are nice, so I believe I will be first go to Hidava, then the East Indian Company. That will be what I choose. What I will choose, because this focus tree a million times better than this one here, the OG. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, the small reactions, that's my opinions and thoughts about this new British Raj focuses and changes. We needed it. Hopefully, next will be the rest of the British Empire, like South Africa, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. But I'm more hopeful for China. More warlords, or more in Republic of China, the main one, having second path maybe with Wang Jingwei and other potential Kuomintang leaders, or even other small party leads or warlords would be nice. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Well, guys, have a good one.